Hey, what's going on? Aaron here. Welcome back to day number 2 of this masterclass. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Did you enjoy day 1 of the training? I hope you got some value. I hope you had some massive aha moments and you can really see the power of affiliate marketing and how it can completely change your life, all right? Now today we're going to be talking about secret number 2, the engine, all right? How to create a 6-figure marketing system that sells for you on autopilot 24/7, 365. This is super powerful, so make sure you grab your pen and a piece of paper. We're going to be, going into this in a lot of detail. Shut down your phone, put your, social medias on silent and just focus here for the next few minutes because this has the potential to completely change everything for you, okay? Now, Dan Kennedy, one of the greatest marketers in the world, he said all wealth is built on systems that do the heavy lifting. So it's really not about us doing all the work. We want to automate this as much as possible, okay? So if we can create automation and systems, this is how you win, especially online, and this is how you build a lot of income. Now, this right here is Jeff Bezos. You probably recognize him. He's one of the richest men in the world. He created Amazon, which you probably use, on a regular basis, right? But Amazon started as a really, really small company, okay? Literally from, Jeff Bezos' house, all right? But he had a system that helped him to develop the success of Amazon. He calls it the Amazon flywheel and the virtuous cycle model, right? And it's these systems that helped Amazon to become the Goliath, all right? The behemoth that it is today, right? That everybody uses on pretty much a day-to-day basis. So systems are super duper important. And when you don't have systems implemented inside of your business, then it can be pretty bad, okay? And this is the reason why a lot of people fail, right? 95% of people who start affiliate marketing fail because they don't have any systems. They don't have the right strategy. They don't know what they're doing. And I call it the broke model. This is kind of where I was before, right? So a lot of people teach this. They think, okay, all I need to do is grab my affiliate link from any one of the networks that we spoke about yesterday, right? You grab your affiliate product link and then you just send traffic. Eyeballs, so eyeballs from banner advertising or YouTube pay-per-click marketing or TikTok or YouTube or Instagram straight to the offer. And what happens here is you only get a 1% conversion. It's really, really bad, all right? There's no system going on here. I don't recommend this. That's why I call it the broke model. A lot of people implement this, okay? Now there's another model called the broken funnel model, and this is still taught by gurus today. So I learned this particular model. I bought so many courses on it. A lot of affiliate marketing courses for some reason still teach it. The gurus still teach it. And this is what they say, okay? They say, all right, you grab your affiliate link to your product or offer, right? Then instead of sending traffic straight to the offer, they add another step where you collect somebody's email address through a capture page. Okay, so this is not bad. It's good. We want to follow up with people because people don't buy instantly. They need to see the thing about 7 times to get to know, like, and trust it, or trust you before they make a purchase, right? So now what they say is you send traffic directly to your capture page to collect the email. And what happens is when you collect the email, it goes into their email database. That's called an email list, all right? And then what happens is if the person doesn't buy on the first day, you send them straight back to the offer using an email. So that tomorrow, they'll get an email and it'll send them straight back to the affiliate link, the sales page of the offer, and you just do that, over the next few days, and then eventually somebody's going to buy. Now, unfortunately, that's also not how it works because people love to buy, but they hate to be sold to, all right? So if you keep emailing them back to the sales page, they're still not going to buy. The conversion rate is not going to increase. So the conversion rate will still be 1%. And so I did this for years. I thought this was correct because this is what the gurus were teaching, right? It's wrong. This is the wrong way to sell, and this is a broken system. So even though this is kind of a system, it's a broken system and it doesn't work that well. It doesn't increase your conversions. It still keeps you broke. So do not use this model. If you've seen this, maybe you've seen this online yourself, I highly do not recommend this, all right? Now, people don't buy products. They buy solutions, results, outcomes, feelings, and status, all right? Let me prove this to you. Now, during Valentine's Day or at any occasion, when somebody is getting a bouquet of roses for their partner, their girlfriend, their wife, whatever it is, why is it that, the wife or the girlfriend or the partner feels good? Is it because of the actual rose itself? No, it has nothing to do with the rose. It has everything to do with what the rose represents, which is love, okay? And so when, a man or a guy gives roses to a woman, she's going to feel loved, all right? So the The feeling is what we're after, okay? It's not necessarily the rose, which is the product, but the product, which is the rose, delivers that feeling, all right? Now, when somebody buys a Ferrari, do they buy the Ferrari because, it's red in color, or it's very fast, or it's got nice wheels or whatever? No, it has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with the way that it makes the driver feel. Okay, it's a feeling of exhilaration, being able to drive fast. Also status, right? Because Ferrari is a very expensive car, so they want to be seen in a car, right? What about a Rolex? Okay, a gold Rolex watch. Now, it's not necessarily the nicest watch. I think it's a really ugly watch, to be honest. I personally wouldn't buy a Rolex, but a lot of people will buy a Rolex. Why? It's not because of necessarily the way it looks, it's because of what it represents, which is status. When people see you with a Rolex, they feel good. They feel like they're in a position of power, right? And so it's feelings, results, status. That is what people are after. And if you can give this to people, your audience, then they're going to buy from you all day, every day, all right? We'll explain that, and we'll explore that a little bit more today, all right? Now, here's the day that changed my life. Okay, so previously, if you remember, I was failing for so long because I was using the broke model and the broken model taught by a lot of these courses and the gurus, right? Now, the day that changed everything was when I met Vic in 2016, and he said, Aaron, you need to sell the result. You need to sell the emotion. You need to put a system in place that will help you to do that, okay, instead of just selling it directly, right? And so that's what I did. I created a capture page, and I had an offer, a product that I wanted to sell. And so instead of just sending people straight to the offer, what I did was I built a little system in between. Now, this system was very, very simple. All it was a title, a couple of videos, and a button that sold my product. Very, very simple, okay? Now, this right here was a value-based selling system. I call it a value-based selling system because I'm adding value. I'm giving tips, I'm giving tricks, I'm selling the result, I'm selling the emotion, right? And then if people are ready to check out what I have to offer, they can click on the link, and that would be the product that they can purchase, okay? Now, I implemented this, and basically, you don't want to do what everybody else is doing. When everybody else zigs, you want to zag, remember? And this was me zagging, and I was blown away with these results. I basically, with this very, very simple system right here, generated $20,000 a month selling somebody else's product, okay? Mind-blowing stuff, right? So very, very powerful. Now, I taught this system and strategy to some of my students like Melvin, and that's how Melvin generated $1,500 in a single day. And this is how Dan Khan did over $21,000 in 30 days. Super powerful stuff, okay? And so we go back to what Dan Kennedy said, all wealth is built on systems that do the heavy lifting. And when you understand how to build the right systems and implement it in your business, it can change everything. Okay, now here's how I then took it and developed it into something even more substantial, right? So I call this the six-figure automated affiliate selling system. Now, the way it works is that you always have an audience, people that you want to sell products to, right? Now, remember, the thing that we want to focus on is the result. We don't want to focus on the product. We want to focus on the result, and that's what the audience actually wants, right? For example, if somebody wanted to lose weight, that's what they want to do. They want to lose weight. They're not interested in protein or the workout or anything like that. They just want to lose weight. So we need to talk about that. If somebody wants to fall in love, then we have to talk about falling in love, for example, right? If somebody wants to make money online, we have to talk about what making money online can give them: freedom, time with their family, travel, not having to report to a boss anymore, right? So the result is the most important thing that we want to talk about and market inside of our system. Now, then what we want to do is we want to find a product that links up to the result. What kind of product can give that person, our audience, the result, okay? And that's what we're going to sell. Now, what we're going to do is in front of it, we're going to do the same thing that you saw earlier. We're going to build a very simple capture page to collect emails, because that's the data point that we need to follow up with our potential prospects, right? And then we want to send them right after that to our value-based selling system that I call the value series, all right? Now, remember, this value series is going to build a little bit of value. It's going to talk about the result, right? It's going to give them advice, give them tricks. It's going to get your audience to know, like, and trust you, okay? Now, Same thing here. What we want to do is when somebody lands on the capture page, we want to collect their email address, okay? So that goes into our email list. Now, the reason why I have 20 and 60% there is because not 100% of people that land on your capture page will give you their email. It's usually between 20 and 60%. And again, I'm going to show you how to get slightly higher percentage rates at 60%, right? But it doesn't matter. They're going to opt in. They're going to get onto your email database. And then what's going to happen is you're going to be sending them emails. And then we're going to build something called a money hub. All right, now this is really, really important, okay? Because with the money hub, that basically brands you and positions you as a leader inside this industry, what we can do then is we can use the hub to send people back to either the selling system or the value series, or we can send people straight to the offers that you are promoting. Okay, so it does a few things. It positions you as an authority, and then it's flexible. We can send them in different directions, which is cool, right? And we can also send people to other smaller products and offers for you to make even more money. Okay, now when you do this, when you have this whole system right here set up properly, instead of converting at 1%, you can 5 to 10 times that conversion rate. 5 to 10% conversion. And this is how you generate way, way, way more income than the average affiliate. And when you do it this way, this is the best way for you to get into profit, okay? And then what we want to do is we want to fill this system with external traffic, external eyeballs. Remember? So we can send people from TikTok, from YouTube, from Instagram, from banner ads. And we'll talk all about this tomorrow. So don't worry. Tomorrow's going to be all about traffic and getting leads to your business, okay? But we want to fill this system with external laser targeted traffic, right? And then what we want to do is we want to do something called retargeting. Okay, now this is very ninja. We basically target people that have landed on your capture page and your selling system that haven't purchased anything yet, and we put them into something called a retargeting pool, and then we use YouTube ads to follow them all over the internet, right? Have you ever seen banner advertising or YouTube ads that just seem to follow you everywhere, wherever you go online? It doesn't matter if you're on one website or another website or another website, you keep seeing the same ads. This is basically called retargeting. And when you do that, it increases the chance of people getting to know, like, and trust you, and they will come back and have a higher chance of buying your products, okay? Now, this entire thing right here, within the square, is our automated system. Okay, so you set it up one time, but then it runs on autopilot every single day, 24/7, whether you're sleeping, whether you're traveling, whether you're snowboarding, whether you're doing whatever you enjoy, right? And all we have to do is focus on getting external traffic into the system every single day, all right? And this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is a real reliable business model right here. Okay, now a lot of people, and the reason why most people fail is because they have no system or they have a broken funnel that keeps you broke and sinking, right? And I had this for a very, very long time. Instead, what you want to do is you want to have a well-oiled cash-producing system or hub that works for you day and night, all right? Now, this hub right here will have all these different little pieces of infrastructure, systems, and tools that will be cash-producing for you, right? That allows you to generate multiple streams of income, okay? So I've got one MSI, for example, where I generated 97,000. I've got another MSI that generated 35,000. I had another multiple stream of income that allowed me to generate 83,000, and another one that generated almost $400 for every single sale, right? All working on autopilot because I learned how to set up an automated, well-oiled funnel building hub, if that makes sense, okay? So this right here is how this works. So the selling system, the value series, is going to market your product and offers directly, all right? Now your hub is going to help you to add additional multiple streams of income, and it markets it this way, right? So when we do it together, you've got the primary offers, and then you've got additional streams of income that generate you even more income, and overall, that's how you generate a lot of income using a system for affiliate marketing, right? And so this is an image of how my hub looks like and how it works, right? So I'm going to send people in different directions right here to my multiple streams of income. This hub builds me up as an authority. People get to know, like, and trust me. They get to read my story. They can, look around, have a good time on it, right? Figure out who I am. And then I recommend them different sources, okay, of income streams. And that's how this works, all right? Now, here are the 4 golden rules, right? Number 1, never promote a product directly. Okay, I think we already learned that in this training today. You never want to send people straight to an offer. You always want to put something in between. And for us, it's about putting a system right, that markets. This is the engine, remember? It's a system that will add value, which will get people to know, like, and trust you, and will get people to, want the result of basically what they're trying to solve. The problem that they're trying to solve, they just want a result. They don't really care about the product, okay? Number two, don't just be another affiliate, okay? Do what others aren't willing to do. If you're only willing to do what others are willing to do, you're going to keep getting the results that people are getting, right? If you want to get other results, you have to stop doing what everybody else is doing. You have to be willing to put in some additional work. Don't be lazy on your journey to greatness. That's really, really important, all right? You must be willing to do what others are not willing to do, all right? Number three, create systems that do the heavy lifting and add value. I think we've already seen that. And number four, don't only sell your main product, right? Always have multiple streams of income through your money hub. That's how you maximize how much you can potentially earn, all right? And this is the money hub of some of the most famous people in the world. Okay, this is Tony Robbins, one of the biggest motivational speakers in the world. This is his money hub, right? This is Russell Brunson, one of the top marketers in the world. This is his money hub. This is Brendan Bouchard, one of the top performance coaches in the world. This is his money hub. And this is Grant Cardone, right? You've probably heard of Grant Cardone. He's a 10x guy, yeah? This is his money hub right here. So all of them understand how this works, and they've built these money hubs to give them, the capability of positioning themselves as an authority, building likability, building trust, and then recommending different products in different ways. And that's how they, get multiple streams of income themselves, right? Now, there are a few ways that you can do this yourself. If you wanted to build out a money hub, there are a few options. Option number one, which I think is the hard way, right? The hardest way, is to do it all yourself and hire out a team. So you hire a designer, $100 per hour. You hire a front-end developer, $150 per hour. Hire a back-end developer, $150 per hour. Analytics person, $75 per hour. Lots of roadblocks and very, very expensive, especially if you want to build it correctly, right? You have to hire good people, and hiring good people is not cheap, right? So this is the first option. The second option is you can hire an agency to build everything for you, which sounds pretty good, right? So you can hire professionals to design and build it for you. Remember, you get what you pay for. So if you hire someone or an agency that's very cheap, you're going to get a dinky little money hub and probably something that doesn't work very well. So you have to be willing to put in a little bit of cash. Okay? Again, don't be cheap on your journey to greatness, all right? This will serve you very, very well on your entrepreneurial journey, all right? And so the cool thing is that you can hire this company that's called Influex, and they will build your entire money hub for you. In fact, Influex has built a lot of the very big money hubs that you just saw a little bit earlier, right? Now, the only thing about Influx is that they're not cheap, okay? Their cheapest package is $30,000, all right? Their middle package, their better package is $39,000. And their best package is $75,000. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you have $75,000 lying around? Probably not, right? A lot of people don't. And that's why going in this direction is probably not the best thing to do, because it can be a very expensive way to do it, right? But what if you could replicate my entire six-figure automated affiliate system and money hub without hiring expensive developers or paying an arm and a leg to an agency? Would that help you out? I think it would, okay? And so option number three, can I hook you up, okay? Get access to my affiliate system and money hub blueprint, model my design and follow my strategy, leverage my contacts to create your hub at a fraction of the price, all right? What if you could have the exact same setup as me? Do you think that that could help you out? Do you think you would get results if you could just model me, do it at a fraction of the price, right? And not have to spend $75,000 on hiring a ridiculously expensive agency? I think you could get some pretty good results, okay? And so this is my $1,432 per day affiliate system, all right? Everything that you saw, right? We've got the opt-in, we've got the value series selling system that promotes the main affiliate offers. Then we've got the money hub that brands you, that promotes you, that positions you as a leader, that offers even more value, right? People can get to know, like, and trust you, and then it recommends multiple streams of income, right? And this entire system is why you can generate a lot of income online, all right? So that's it for day number 2. I hope you had some massive aha moments and you got a lot of value today, right? We spoke about a lot of stuff, about automation, about creating a system, why it's so important. We spoke about the value series and how it's going to promote your offers, and then combining it with a very powerful money hub, right? That will position you as an authority, get people to know, like, and trust you, and also recommend multiple streams of income so you can make some big income that way, right? Now, stick around for day number 3 and day number 4, which you'll get in the next day or so, right? Because I'm going to show you a way to model me exactly, step by step, if you're interested in doing that. Okay, now tomorrow, make sure you keep an eye on your inbox because we're going to be talking about secret number 3, the fuel, all right? How to get massive amounts of high quality traffic to your website that will convert into sales, all right? Now, if you're ready to go and you're like, well, Aaron, I want to get started, I can't wait till tomorrow, then all you need to do is click the link below. If you're ready to start your own 6-figure automated affiliate business today, all right? There's a link right below this video. You can just click on that and you can get started today if you're ready. I'll see you tomorrow.